I swear they said it was 40 degrees. This is not 40 degrees. This is like, I think this is like 29 degrees.
I really liked, first of all, his style, his whole sensibility, his rebellious, can-do DIY attitude, much like, originally, when hip-hop first started off, people were, stealing power from streetlights in the Bronx and just making their own parties out on the street, and that's was the origin of hip-hop. So I think very much how Prince got started is how hip-hop itself got started, in the same city, no less. I think that he ended up making trouble in a good way, making waves and telling people, like, if I can do it with just an Apple Store and a dream, then anyone can do it.
A rapper from Brooklyn gets credit for the creative way he recorded his new album. It's pretty neat. It was secretly done inside the Apple Store in Soho.
Prince Harvey. Prince Harvey. Prince Harvey.
Prince Harvey. Is that how people refer to you, Prince Harvey? They call you Prince?
I moved here when I was 14. Yeah, my mom moved me and my little sisters here at 14. Yeah, 10th grade. I was born in LA, and I grew up in the Caribbean. Yeah, I don't know anything about Los Angeles though, because my mom, she went there with the sole purpose of like having me.
I don't really care what's wrong or what's right. All I know is right now, and you've been playing my song all night. Give me my flowers today. If you care, say my name. If you love me, I wanna know, cause I ain't gonna die like Van Gogh.
The island of Dominica, the nature isle of the Caribbean. Yeah. The main difference between, like, I guess, the islands and here is it's more nature. It's more like natural in the islands, and people like, I guess, just a little bit friendlier. Like you can greet people in the street. You can say like, "Good morning" when you see somebody. You're supposed to do that actually. If you don't, then you're rude. In New York, it's not, because there's so many people in New York. It's like if you said good morning to everybody, you'd be saying good morning to like, say 10,000 good mornings a day, easy. And that's just good morning. I guess another thing was there's no stars when I came here, because in the islands I used to love just looking up at the stars, lay on the floor and just on the ground and just like look up at the stars. When I moved here, the first night I got here, I looked out the window and I didn't see any stars, and I said to my mom, how can we live somewhere where there's no stars? And she said, you could be a star. The stars here, they just walk around in the street.
Either way, watch your tongue, I bite harder than Mike Tyson. Y'all just walking, all gassed up, guess what? I'm smoking. Boom, clear it up like a dicey sunset. I'm on the other side of the horizon, steady rising like a souffle. I stay live, man, call me Juve.
I go ahead because I'm younger, restless, like go dark, leaving all your And with no music, I really like that whole, just the whole idea. It just comes back to like, taking control and being in control of your own destiny, because it's like, let's say the DJ decides to cut the music, or this person cuts the music, then it's like you can either just accept what it is that happened, or you can create your own experience at that point. You can create the environment. You can be like, oh, well, the music stops. Guess what? I can make the own music. I have music within me.
There's a fine line between genius and insanity, and between obsession and art and stuff like that. It's not necessarily the most healthy and sane and straight-flying individuals that make like revolutionary different art. You can never tell what's gonna be like the thing of the day when it happens, beforehand. But it definitely makes sense, like in retrospect, that he did. No one else was doing that at the time in hip-hop, for sure, or in music in general, yeah.
Up to this day, I still perform no music at my shows because it's, it's like, it's just being participatory. I want to engage with the audience. I want them to like be there with me, because it's not just about me. It's not just me, you know, dictating and preaching and just like singing these songs out to you. It's us. I want us to create our future. I want us to create this new world.
Fuck out my face with that bullshit. Tryna tell me what to do, bitch. I'm young, and I don't give a fuck if the Pope come through with a gun. Fuck what you heard, and fuck what you learned. You thinking you fly, but you.
Our voice is the most important instrument that we have, and we need to just use it more. And we need to understand that you can make something beautiful out of nothing, because you have everything already. You know, everything that you're ever gonna need, you already have it. It's within you. So simultaneously, that's when I decided I'm making an a cappella album. And then I was like, how am I gonna actually live like this and not complain about a job and all that stuff? And that's how I made BoomBoxBoy.
Can't stand and see my face. I got love for ya. If you don't wanna see me make it, I got love for ya. You say you love me, but you faking. I got love for ya.
I remember the first day I came out here, I was leaving my house, and I got outside, and then I stopped and I ran back inside because I was so scared. And I went into the bathroom, I closed the door, I looked myself in the mirror, I started to cry, and I said, BoomBoxBoy has to work because I don't want to work for anyone else.
I'm a golden child. I don't got nothing to prove. I just do what I do. Whatever I choose, I can't lose. I'm a golden child.
Yeah, I've been performing as the Naked BoomBoxBoy for 3 years, and I don't want to work for nobody. You know, it's like when I'm out here, the people, the reaction that they give me, that's always like the most surprising thing, because like you never know what people are gonna do. You never know who's gonna be against you, who's gonna be with you, and you know, people come up to you, and yeah, you just never know. So it's like, it's New York City, it's like, it's all like a big surprise, and I just make it work, you know.
You know, I think the way that Apple has been doing things is very much like, you remember the old commercial where like everyone's sitting there and they're watching the voice on the screen, they're all like in the factory, like the 1984 famous commercial. And Prince, you know, he had a one-man rebellion against that was musical, and that was beautiful. And how can you say no to that, really, you know? I mean, yeah, it was going against the company policy, and then, you know, was something that, you know, could have gotten people in trouble. And, you know, that Apple definitely as a company and as a retail entity would have frowned upon. But, you know, great art is great art. You just, you know, you got to help it. You know, you got to be more than a cog in the wheel, and just see that you can fit into something bigger than just being, you know, a face for some, you know, monolithic huge company.
Are you still at Apple?
Yeah, I am. Yes.
I'm really inspired by, like, I guess just everybody that's like out now doing things. So I really like people just doing them, just doing you, and like getting what you want done. I like that. I like people expressing themselves the way that they want to express themselves, and I feel like a lot of my contemporaries, they just get that.
One, thank you. Shout out to Richard Kennedy, designed by Nomi Tiger Paw. I don't know who else I'm forgetting, but Dom Kennedy right here. Thank you so much for DJing with me at Rockin' earlier. Slava's about to come on and kill this shit.
You know, a lot of the people out now making music, art, and, you know, just being creatively forward about things. Like, yeah, I think the future is really bright, you know, because I think the present is bright, you know. So a lot of what's being done now, we haven't even seen the full magnitude of the effects. You know, it's like you do something now, but you don't even know like how this is gonna affect the next 10 years or, you know, the next 20 years. So it's like, yeah, it's so great that we're doing great things now. People are gonna look back on right now and be like, yeah, they had it. They knew what it was about. You know, this is a great time. This is a great time. And obviously, I'm part of it, so it's like the world is blessed. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yes. Stay gold. Stay gold. Let it glow. Can't let it go. Stay bold. Stay bold. Let it show. Gotta let them know. Stay gold.